EVOS Esports, Echo from Indonesia, EVOS from Thailand. Both of these teams vying for points on the leaderboard as we jump into the Summoner's Rift.
Game number one for match number two. Match number two, game number one underway here between EVOS and Echo Fortius. It is going to be the best of Thailand going up against the best of Indonesia.
Yeah, Trizel, Tipper going to be up on that top lane there. Riven versus the Jax. Meanwhile, bottom lane there, you can see the Senna already moving to farm up some of those minions in the jungle there while he sticks to that dragon lane. Hun Yeager going to be laning up against G4 in that middle lane here. The Singed versus the Zed.
Well, I do like the fact that Hun Yeager is actually going to go for the barrier and is going to his mid side. We do see a very good entry there right into an ignite. Use Ulexite there. Going with the Piercing Darkness. Romney's got to be careful though. VVV and Supporter do have quite a bit of kill potential here. As long as VVV is able to hit those bouncing balls onto Ulexite, it's going to be a hard time.
Yeah, for the most part, they want to try to keep the center suppressed, but then Ramley is just doing his level best there to keep both Supporter and VVV as far away as possible from that center to allow
the
her
Herald
some
is
space
not
to farm
entirely a
this.
good idea, mostly because the priority over the mid side as well is gone.
Yeah, I mean, Valdez's Supporter already moving in here, so they already are ready to try to contest this as Trizel gets some first move done there on Valdez, trying to force him out of the way, but Echo still picks out the Rift Herald anyway, though, as EVOS now moves in to try to maybe get some good some trades as a result, but no trades out there for them to find, though. They were just trying to consent with that one kill, but then Trizel gets picked off just off screen there.
All right, Trizel gets taken out for the count. I do believe that for Echo, it is definitely going to be a big win for them, mostly because of pressure. But 2 kills there, 2 kills for the side of EVOS. Not only it was Trizel, but it was Saddam as well. I'm thinking that that's going to put Echo quite a bit behind here. We're going to be seeing Hun Yeager doing the work, doing just Singe things, just walking in front of you, dropping those poisonous clouds. But then again, Tipper now, he's got to be careful that he doesn't overextend though.
At the same time, so I wonder how they're going to try to deal with this here, because neither side wants to be able to start the fight without having an advantage yet. G4 did make the move first, though, to get the turret down quite low, so that's allowing them a bit of space, but then now they're going to force out a fight here as Hun Yeager attempts to go in for the steal on the dragon, but still, unfortunately, isn't able to complete it, though. But EVOS does take the dragon, and now they are pulling back Surdam, Ramley, and Ulexite continuing to chase now. They manage to get a hold onto BBB, but they do get the kill onto the Rakan, and as a result, though, as EVOS not quite able to punish Echo severely.
Supporter and G4 there, all of it. Catalyst of that fight turning on its heel was G4 not being able to finish Ulexite. I felt like if G4 was able to finish Ulexite, it could have been Echo. EVOS on the back foot a bit.
Yeah, Echo's going to be starting to Rift Herald, and that's already gotten the attention of EVOS now, so it looks like it's going to be a big fight as they jump all in, collapsing into one single file here. EVOS now attempting to try to keep control over the Rift Herald, but Echo still picks it up anyway, though. Now they're going to be scrambling, trying to find those kills as they pick out the first one. Shyvana's good stuns there all around. They managed to wipe out almost the entirety of the attacking line here from EVOS. 4 champions out of the map.
4 for 1, Ulexite was going to be the priority here. It seems that G4, VVV, Valdez, and Tipper were very much concerned with the amount of damage that was being put out. The fact that Surdam was able to come in and out of the fight, Hun Yeager was basically free to just move around and just use the Noxious Cloud to do per second damage. I think that that's just a very, very bad communication of target prioritization that EVOS should have actually fixed a little bit more. I was expecting EVOS to come out.
We do see that both Echo and EVOS are setting themselves up, just testing each other's waters right now. And, oh, it looks like they're going to destroy away start the fight even before the dragon comes into play now, as Supporter is already brought down very, very low, has to back out of this. Hun Yeager continues to hang on for dear life, but then unfortunately G4 jumps in just in time to take out the Singe. Now Ramley now tries to keep them messed up in the back line there as Tipper jumps in for yet another attempt. Still can't quite get it done. Valdez now tries to walk straight to the dragon, but unfortunately cost his life there. And then in fact, Echo does end up taking the dragon anyway, though, so it seems like all that fighting was just for naught.
I think the hugest mistake that EVOS has made here is actually picking the Ziggs onto VVV. I think the issue here is just damage. Damage that's lacking from the fact that G4, once he blows somebody up, he's going to be relatively useless up until his death mark comes back up. And I'm thinking that that's going to be the case here. I think that G4 should have maybe drafted a champion that was a little bit more diverse in terms of skill set, and VVV should have maybe gotten a champion that could have benefited the entirety of the team here, because there's quite a bit of jump in here with G4, Tipper, as well as Supporter, Valdez as well.
Trizel might find another target here in form of Tipper. Getting the jump onto him straight away. Not even EVOS' Cavalry could come in time to save that. So now Echo firmly has control over this lane now, and the minions are already on the way attacking the tier 2. This is just going to amp up the pressure now onto the Thai squad.
Alright, the fierceness at which Echo is operating is definitely something that needs to be highlighted, with the fact that 3 turrets already in their pocket.
Oh, watch out, G4. Oh, that's almost, it looked like it almost was going to get picked off there, but looks like Sir Dumb was still able to hold on though. But yeah.
I mean, this is the running joke, right? This is the meme of EVOS, right? They lose one game and then they just permit to smash you right after.
Yeah.
Could be seeing Trizel now. Could be in a lot of trouble.
Could be in a bit of trouble though, as Echo is going to be starting the barrier and wild space is created as a result though. A bit unfortunate for the Riven, but maybe it's going to be about the long game here for Echo 4 tier, as they are finishing up the Baron right about now, unopposed completely. Didn't even bother to go for the crab at all. So now Echo having the Baron buff in hand here should allow them alive as long as possible. But Echo are continuing the onslaught here on the other lanes as well. Bottom, the tier 2 tree is already taken down by Alexei, but Echo in the meantime picks up Valdez in the middle, and that might be the opening they need in order to try to push onto the Nexus. Probably going to try to target another one, Tipper, who moves up to the top here, try to defend as Hunyaker losing for the chase, dies on the tower, and unfortunately gets picked off there by the turret. So now Sir Dumb is going to be forced to fall back. EVOS survived this little push here, but it still lost plenty of turrets though in their base. So I'll say they're still looking like they have their backs against the wall.
8 out of 9 turrets have been taken out from the side of Echo. EVOS only 2. They've got 7 more turrets to go if they want to close out the game. It seems that, oh wait, Supporter.
Sir Dumb thought he might have an easy meal there in the form of Supporter's Rakan, but he still slipped.
Not only that, a 12,000 ringgit, excuse me, 12,000 gold advantage in favor of Echo. Seems to me that the power spikes are going to be popping off.
Oh, and popping off they are, and right in the middle of the river here, as a lot of damage has been done onto EVOS. They are unfortunately still facing a lot of more pressure here, as Hunyaker is now coming into the fray. They're forced to kind of jump and leap away now, but then they're scrambling to try to get back to base as quickly as they can. And it looks like they just about made it there before it could have got a lot worse. But then thankfully, having forced a revive to come up from Sir Dumb did manage to save their hide a little bit. But then I'm afraid that they're still stuck in the siege.
And I think this is going to be a problem here. We got super minions coming in from Baron, Mid, and Dragon, and I feel that that's going to be not an opportunity for EVOS to actually come into the fight. Mostly because that if they are going to be trying to compete for the fight, the pressure is just going to keep pushing. All that Echo needs to do is just play this hot cold game that they have with the Baron, and this could actually waste quite a bit of EVOS time here.
Yeah, I think wasting the time would be great, because like if Supporter is still on level 12, he's still stalled out completely in his scaling at this point now, and then they're just being forced to come out on ground and fight. Giselle does get the jump on the Valdez though. Can he finish him off? Yes, he does. He does get the kill done, but can they transition this into even more kills now, because Tipper is coming into the fray here, and it's already gotten the kill onto the Gragas. So Hunyaker now tries to hold the line, but then Tipper jumps up right behind him there, forcing them in order to try to scatter, but then Trizel still managed to hold his own, still has a barrier up, but it only keeps him alive just only long enough to see him fall to the ground as Sir Dumb picks up a kill onto VVV and ends pretty much the entirety of EVOS here on the map. No one left to defend this. The Nexus is going to fall, and it looks like Echo is probably going to be able to take this first game if they will just focus on the Nexus, which they will do eventually once those minions come onto the scene.
Holy moly, I